everybody, welcome back to my channel. Stay tuned to the end for the bloopers so you can see what happened and why I moved and why this is my second sip of coffee. Welcome. Today I have my friend's cup, which is not being my friend. That coffee is just as good for the second sip. Oh, friends. Friends and family, friends and family. First, I want to apologize, and I did already, but I'm going to do it again. I did back there, and I did on the community page. If you guys don't know that there's a community tab that I'll sometimes leave messages on both channels, if it's channel relevant. First, I want to apologize for not scheduling my video for Friday morning. The video was up. Sorry. Thursday night, I had a really rough day. Thursday night, I had a really rough night. That's the only logical reason I could think of that why I didn't schedule it. Like, sorry, my nose all of a sudden, like, we're going to fight now? Let's go. Let's fight. You know, that was an old wives' tale. If your nose was itchy, you were going to fight. And I was like, allergies? I'm going to be like a boxer. Anyway, glad I can make myself laugh this morning. Because it's been a rough one, and not the way that it normally is a rough one. I actually had a really good night's sleep. I actually had a really painless, not pain-free, but painless. Like I said to Jimmy, if my leg is usually at like a 7 or 8, it was like about a 6 this morning. So I was good, and I was like, oh, any amount of less pain is better than like dealing with whatever. Anyway, so I was laying over there for a while, uploading the video, scheduling the video for this morning, and then adding an edit to it, and then uploading of the video from yesterday. No, yesterday I added an edit to it. I just scheduled the first video for right away. I think it was 7:02. I think it's when I said, oh my gosh, put the thumbnail on there and make it public. And then I set a note in the community page that said I will post the vlog that was meant for Saturday at 12 noon. So stay tuned for that. 12:01, you know me, I'm with my 01s. There's just so many, usually at the o'clocks, so many people just post at the o'clocks that they're inundated. You get like message. That was weird. Did the screen just jump? Am I losing my mind? Did I all of a sudden get higher? How did that even happen? Maybe I'm losing my mind. Anyway, you get like schedule after schedule after schedule of like, you get like vlog and vlog and vlog. Like, okay, everybody's coming on at the same time. So I like to do the 01. So my notification comes in 1 minute after everybody else's. And maybe you have a minute's worth of notifications. I don't know. Maybe you just subscribe to that many channels. Who knows? Anyhow, regardless, 12:01 noon-ish, 12 noon 01, 12:01 p.m. So you probably already know that already. I don't know why I'm telling you that. I just wanted to apologize. Oh my God, it's just going to be one of these vlogs where you people are like, Jerry, we've all had those days. Please just forgive yourself because you're going crazy. And yes. So I was doing that. I was laying there. I was watching TV while I was uploading the vlog that was meant for Saturday morning. And it was done. And I scheduled it for 12:01. And I went to set up my tripod. I had my coffee that I keep my coffee on my like I usually use my iPad as like a table on that side. So I keep my coffee on there so it's balanced. I don't care about my water bottle because it doesn't spill. But I keep my coffee on there so it's balanced. And I usually put like my things on there so they don't get lost in the bed. You know, like the remote and my glasses, whatever. Whatever. That being said, the cover wasn't on this right. And when I went to go set up that tripod, I guess it was off balance and I knocked it over and it spilled everywhere. Everywhere. It's on the comforter. It went through the comforter to the sheets. I pulled the pillowcase off this pillow to use like a towel because Jim's vlogging. And of course it's Saturday and he's home, but he's vlogging. And I kind of have to feel like I have to come up with a better solution. Do I need to keep like towels here in case I have like another accident or something? I want to be out of this bed. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just am so frustrated. So, if you don't know by now, if you didn't watch the 12:01 vlog from Saturday and stay till the end, then you don't know that yesterday was my MRI for my femur here in Rolla. And I was having a lot of issues in the morning. I was very apprehensive. So I thought maybe my nerves had gotten to me. And I had done an MRI before. I went last time and I wasn't nervous. I don't know if I was fearful of the pain or of something else going wrong. I don't really know what it was. I was still a little apprehensive about the contrast because I mentioned before. Oh, my sheet was on my arm and I thought it was a bug. Okay. All right. Some people have adverse reactions to the contrast, and I just was worried. So I talked to my sister who has had MRI with contrast, and she said no, and she told me how it felt. She told me what the lady told her, how it felt. She told me the procedure and everything. And then we got into a whole conversation about lobsters and crabs and why does anybody want to pay all that money for lobsters? And she said, because it's easier to eat than crabs. So anyway, I finally got the answer that I've been looking for my whole life. So whenever so random sidetrack, sorry. Whenever there was like a special occasion like Father's Day and Mother's Day, they would do lobsters and they would like, you know, when as time went on and we were all adults, they would be like Father's Day and then it would be like a ton of lobsters and everybody would get a lobster except for me and my sister-in-law and Jim. And then we would get steaks and I would grill them on the barbecue or, you know, broil them in the oven or whatever, depending on what kind of steak. Because everybody is like so gaga for them. And I'm like, to me, they taste like crabs and crabs were free. So why would you spend all that money for a lobster? I'd rather spend that money on a steak. I don't have cows. I can't get a cow and cut my cow up, type thing. And my sister basically said, yeah, she's like, they're just easier because you get more meat. And I'm like, yes, that's it. And I'm not talking king crabs, obviously, which blue claw crabs on Long Island, you know. Okay, so back to it. So she made me really feel good. I was feeling very nervous in the morning and I was like, I called Lisa because Lisa's homesick and thank God it's not COVID, knock wood. And I talked to her in the morning and I was like, I'm sorry if I'm keeping you up. She sounded horrible and I was just talking. And she made me feel like a little better, but she never had an MRI with contrast. And then I called my sister who had, because I figured at this point she was up because it was early. And the only reason I called Lisa that early is that she had messaged me. So I knew she was awake. But she's like, I really wasn't awake. I was like, all right, well, just listen to me. I'm going to talk. I said, you want me to call you back? And she's like, no, what's going on? And I told her. So I'm just really having a lot of issues this morning. And honestly, I think that was my body. So I was talking to my sister, and it's kind of a joke that when me and my sisters are on the phone with each other, we always have to go to the bathroom. And I mean, number two. And I guess I want to hear about this, but this is what the story is about. So trigger warning, we're going to talk about bowel movements. Not really. But on the phone with my sister, and I was like, I have to go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom, and I guess that was... If you've ever had constipation, it can follow with diarrhea because basically, not to put it too graphically, but you basically have like a plug and everything else has been super digested behind it. So I went with my sister, and while I was on the commode, I don't normally answer the phone when I'm on the toilet. However, it was the clinic, so I made sure I answered the phone. And I said, you know, what's going on? He said, the technician today said that you can't get your MRI today. And I was like, why? I said, is there everything okay? And she's like, yeah, they just said according to your records, you're too large for the machine. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I know that my record says that because the last time I was weighed there was on the 21st of July. I said, but I've since gone down to 332 pounds and I already had an MRI there. It just was unsuccessful because I was in pain, if you note from last Monday, whatever. So he went and he noted and he contacted her while I was on hold, and I was on hold. While I was on hold, I took care of everything, and then I finished the phone conversation with him, and I got back on the phone with my sister. And I was like, because I said to him, I'm like, if she's really not comfortable with it, I'm fine, whatever. Like, I really wanted it to be, but I was being so courteous and kind. And I was also advocating for myself, like, look, I did it already. It's fine, whatever. But I didn't want to make anybody uncomfortable. So he was like, no, she said, that's okay. If you've had it there the other day, then you're fine. I was like, okay. So then that particular bowel movement that I was on the phone with the guy preceded the poop storm. And it went all day. So it was literally, my friend was here to pick me up. She was here a little early. So it was like 1:45. My appointment was at 2:00. They want you there at 1:30. So it was like 1:45, and I can't stop going. Mom was so sweet. She came in here. She's like, I told her what happened. And she's like, you need to clean up on aisle 4. I was like, oh, you're so sweet. No, thank you. I already switched into the second commode because the first one was foolish. And second commode bucket, excuse me. And I called the clinic and I was like, I'm really sorry. This just happened. And then she was like, absolutely don't come in. And I first thought, and I mentioned this last night, that I first thought it was about, like, I have to lay there for an hour, so I can't get up and go to the bathroom. But I realized it could be, too, like, when they don't want you to come there because it could be a virus or it could be a stomach bug or something. Not knowing that I'm not interacting with anybody, so it probably isn't, but, hey, you never know. So I asked her, because you have to call central scheduling. Well, I have to call it, but I called central scheduling because it was the only number I had. I was about to cry. The lady was like, it's okay. Because I was so frustrated. I just wanted to get it done. And then all of a sudden this happened. And I was like, what is happening? Universe, God, help me. What is going on? So she said, the next available we have is the 16th of August. And I was like, September. And I was like, I can't wait that long. I can't wait that long. So I said to her, and my friend was here who's going to drive me, and I asked her, would she be willing to drive me to Springfield? Now, I mentioned to you guys before, I don't want to go to Springfield because it's not safe. It's not safe to just be laying in the back of your van, but obviously people do it. I get it. Still makes it not safe. Doesn't make it safer just because other people do it. So riding your motorcycle without a helmet doesn't make it safe just because other people do it. That's all I'm saying. So she drives very safely and everything. So I'm still concerned about the people around me, but that's another topic we'll deal with or whatever. So I asked the lady if she has anything sooner in Springfield, and it's with contrast. Sorry, it's storming out now. She said, yes, they do. They have something on the 10th, it's next Friday. Now, because Monday's a holiday, that's why it's really the 10th. So I have to, like I said to Lisa, I have 3 whole days without Jim. Now, not having Jim there made me very nervous. And that's probably one of the things that I was most apprehensive about. My friend who's willing to drive me isn't in the best shape herself. Like, she has, though she's strong, she's got all of these, like, her shoulder and her hands and stuff. And I didn't want to, like, if I needed help getting up, how was I going to do it? And I figured it out. I worked it out and I figured it out. I calmed myself down with that. As long as you come up with solutions, worst case scenarios, you have to have the solutions ready. So I'm not a person who harps on worst case scenarios. I think about them so that I can plan for them, and then I don't think about them anymore. Most of the time, if I don't come up with a plan for it, that's when I think about it a lot. And I don't, like the car, like driving in the back of the van, like, what if I got into a car accident? What would happen? And then we were like, okay, let's put this and this and this here. And if we put that there, then I'm like, okay, good. We came up with the solution. So now it's next Friday. Now, I don't know if it's possible because of the appointment time, but I'm going to contact my doctor on Tuesday because Monday's a holiday. I'm going to contact my doctor on Tuesday and see if I can't get both MRIs done, knee and leg, with and without contrast, and possibly sedation. I would love to be sedated over there since we're going to Springfield anyway. So pray for me, guys, that all works out because I would love to have all of it done, one and done, and just be over with. Okay. So there are some things that I have to do to prepare myself. I have to get feminine undergarments. I was actually out. I usually wear one out in case I can't get to the bathroom fast enough because I'm not traveling fast enough. Like I get the sensation and then you go. I get the sensation I can't get there fast enough. So I haven't needed them mostly since, like, I haven't needed them the last 4 or 5 times I used them, but it's better to have them and not need them, right? So now I have to get more of those, which I didn't realize I was out yesterday when I went to go get ready to get dressed. Jim, yeah, I have to order my size. That's what I was trying to say. Where I live, they don't sell them in my size. So I had him get like regular underwear and that kind of stuff with the dress. And it was the same dress, the same shoes. I was like, they worked. Just wear them again and that's fine. And then I'm okay. Now I'm like, I've really been like beating myself up all night again. Like, again. I was thinking about why it possibly could have happened. My stomach was bothering me the night before, so I didn't really eat dinner. And then I took my night meds, and I didn't have night meds with food. So it could have been like my stomach was bothering me, and this was just a precursor to what was coming. Or it could have been like, then taking your night meds make it work. Like, I don't really know why. There is no, like, I didn't eat anything that was bad. I had a protein shake for breakfast before the MRI day. And I had a protein shake. And then I took a tiny piece of beef, like literally this big beef jerky, because I felt like my pill wasn't going down all the way. So I just like chew something to go down. My 12 noon pill. But anyhow, yeah. So that's where we're at. I took a Tylenol codeine last night because what I realized after the fact was going to the bathroom, number 2, like 5 times during the day is actually 6. But one time was just like a false alarm. But on top of all the times you have to go pee, it hurts. I've mentioned it before that going to the bathroom on the commode causes me pain. Much more pain than it should, I'm thinking. But that's, I guess, whatever is wrong with my knee is affected by that. And I don't use my knee to get up. Like, I use my arms and my left leg to get up. But my knee has to be bent and then straightened. I don't have... That's another thing. So people are like, a femur fracture will heal right away. I'm like, well, if it's immobilized, it will. Mine isn't immobilized. Though I'm not bearing weight on it, I'm still moving it. I have to move it because I can't, you know, I don't have anything to stop it from moving. Like, I sleep with it completely flat. That's why I feel like it could be a fracture, because in the morning when I wake up after sleeping with it completely flat, and flat like I sleep on my stomach. So it's completely like in a straight line. And it feels good when I wake up in the morning. I keep saying wake up in the morning, and I want to be like, when I wake up in the morning, I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on? That's what I feel like today. What's going on? Is Murphy standing outside my room with his magic wand, making everything go wrong? Possibly, who knows? So that's my story, Morning Glory. I don't know, is this going to be a short vlog? No, it's not. Good, I won't get yelled at by my friend who needs long vlogs in the morning. She's like, I need long vlogs. I said, I'm sorry the short ones come out. But I wanted to update you on that. And I wanted to update you on my family member. Keep praying for him, please, if you are. He was on an upslope, and then he had a decline in his condition. So I will ask for continued prayers, if you would. And I thank you if you can. And positive vibes, or send out all the good juju, whatever works for you. Whatever your whatever your spirit's asking you to do to send love to someone else. That's what I ask you to do for him. Okay? And I do appreciate all the love and support from you guys, from me. Michelle Gordon, I'm going to call you out because you're an amazing friend and supporter, rock star. I do appreciate everything. I am sorry that if I say something in vlogs that doesn't really explain a situation correctly. I try to do my very best to tell you guys all the details. And I don't always remember if I've told you something. That's why sometimes I repeat myself in vlogs, because I can't remember if I told you this or not. Sorry, I have my earbuds. Anybody else have AirPods? And I have, like, my little cartilage here gets hurt all the time. Like, it gets injured. On the top of the AirPod is this little black strip that I think works with the noise canceling, and it rubs right on. It fits perfectly and rubs right on those, and they hurt, and they get boo-boos. They get irritated, and then they get itchy, because when boo-boos heal, they get itchy, right? That's what happens. Okay, I'm going to let you go. I'm sorry for babbling. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Sunday. I hope you guys have all the blessings that God can give onto you and your families. Again, I ask you to leave questions if you have for a Q&A for me and Jim. I'm going to, like I said, when he's ready to do it, I'll post, I'll make a post on Instagram with questions and answers, like the question tab, so that I can have, ask you guys if you have any questions. We'll answer those. Okay? I think that's what I'm trying to say. Do you guys know what I'm trying to say? Anybody have any idea? No? Okay. All right. I love you. Thank you. Oh, and as always, you take care and God bless, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Stay tuned for the bloopers. What? Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Good morning, Vlogsters. Whoa. The top wasn't on that coffee. Today is the Friends Cup. We just had a little incident with the Friends Cup. I was trying to set up the tripod, and I knocked over the Friends Cup, and the cover wasn't on. So I lost some coffee. So let's have that first sip together. Even though I see it everywhere and I could smell it, I haven't tasted it yet. Yay.